All right, welcome to the Breakwaters podcast. You got special guest Ty Rasmussen. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, once I heard your last name, you reminded me of Kobe Rasmus back in the day. I just
Oh
seen
yeah?
him. Yeah, I was like, Kobe, whatever happened to Kobe Rasmus? I'm like I was gonna
I
look
don't
him up, but I was like, let me wait for Ty. Let's see. I remember it was with the Astros, but what did he do after the Astros? Let's see.
oh man, I don't know what he did. There's so many Rasmussens in the sport now. I mean, and baseball, I know there's a couple, I think there's like an offensive lineman. I want to say he played, I forgot what team he played for, but I remember seeing an offensive lineman with the last name Rasmussen. So I was all pumped about that. Obviously got Rasmus, that was the outfielder for the Blue Jays.
And he
Of course you
killed
have
my
him.
Yankees in the playoffs, man. The wild card game. Like two home
Oh my
runs against
gosh.
Tanaka. I was like, oh.
He bothered me too, my friend. He bothered me too. I'm a huge Yankee fan as well. So definitely glad to not, no more with the Blue Jays. Thank goodness.
Yeah, long hair. I think he had a beard at one point. It was crazy. And he had
Oh yeah.
the last time he played was with the Orioles. That's what happened. So that was
Oh
his
my
last.
goodness. Actually, I didn't know that he played for the Orioles. That's awesome.
Signed a minor league contract for $3 million.
Oh wow. As long as we don't have to see him as much, that's all I care about.
Yeah, yeah. All right, man. Enough of Kobe Rasmus yet. Tell everybody
All
about
right.
you. So tell me about you.
All right. Well, let's just talk a little bit about my path in sports. Really, since I was in high school, I've always known that I wanted to go into sports. Grew up a diehard Giants fan. Obviously, you go through those two Super Bowls, and you're just like, it's just you fall in love with it. You just fall in love with it. And from there on, I just knew that I wanted to be a part of sports. So I pursued it. I went into sports administration. I landed my first gig as an internship for the Sussex County Miners. Alex hired me, Alex Cashman and Justin. They run a really good organization over there. And they opened up some doors for me. They really opened up some doors for me right after that internship. Landed an internship with the New York Giants and the New York Jets as 50-50 sales rep. Sold 50-50 tickets every home game. A lot of fun. Fans were great. It's interesting seeing both teams and how they operate. Completely different organizations. Completely different. So a lot of fun just seeing all those people making all those connections. And then just recently landed that job with the New Jersey Devils as event services. So that's gonna be a part-time job. I'm gonna be doing that while I'm just doing finishing up some school. And then hopefully from there on, we'll just go right into sports, maybe land a first full-time gig, one of those big boy jobs. So,
Awesome. That's what's up, man.
oh yeah, oh
That's
yeah,
awesome. And yeah,
yeah.
the Jets and the Giants are definitely different for sure.
They definitely are. It's it just, they're both great. They're both great. I mean, I of course like I love the Giants. I grew up with them, so it was a dream come true just working for them. That's always something I wanted to do. Just work for them. Met a lot of great people. Alyssa helped me. Well, she was my boss. She did a great job. Wonderful boss. Learned a lot from her. Very good mentor. And maybe I'll go back next season. And then the Jets, Rachel was my boss. She helped me land that job as well. And yeah. So yeah.
That's what's up. Let's go. Sussex County Miners. It's also a team in
All right.
New Jersey. That's where my boy Todd
Yep.
Frazier was on last year. So he
Oh
was
yeah.
2021 March to September. Only it was
Yep.
for a year. How's that?
It was great. It was great. We had around like 15 and 50 interns. We did a little bit of everything. We helped with the grounds crew. We helped with the fans. We did a lot of those like in between the inning promotions and everything. We formatted all that. We did something really cool. Alex, my boss, really wanted us to actually get an understanding of how to run an event. So we split into two groups. and we had to come up with a theme, and we had to execute it. So it was great. My group came up with Halloween night. We instantly were just like, all right, so what are we gonna do? We came up with like promotion ideas, and like decorations and all that stuff, and just like promoting it and everything. It was such a great opportunity. It was such an internship. Learned so much under those guys, and I appreciate it so much. Honestly, it was just such a great. Awesome. But obviously, Todd Frazier popped up. What was like around mid season, and it was awesome just seeing him play. He had a couple early on. He did have a couple rough games, but once he got swinging that bat, oh yeah, the Todd father was back.
Home state. So it's about to turn out.
Oh yeah. He had to represent. Had to represent.
I know you probably know this person, but Thomas Sylvester is like in the same role as you, the Halloween. He said he was in charge. Thomas?
I don't personally know. I think he was part of the internship group ahead of me. But I did watch that episode, so I know a lot of his friends, though. I know a lot of his friends that worked during the season. Definitely know of his name.
Boss Cashman, I would have said, yo, Brian Cashman. Are you related? What's going on with that?
I mean, we always made the joke that like, oh yeah, are you like related? But no, they I don't think that they are. I'll ask him again, but he always turns me down on that. But yeah, actually he did land a gig over with the Yankees, so he's working over there right now. So
that's awesome. So
yeah,
brothers reconnecting over there.
Yeah.
I saw Brian Cashman. I met him in person. Great. I met him at where they got the National League MVP, where they presented all the awards dinner. I went with my friend Adam. We had a great time. I saw Brian Cashman. It was like senior year of high school. It was 2018. And that's when they just got Stanton. So I was like, oh, you guys got Stanton. You got to get Manny Machado. I was like, you got to get Manny Machado. What's going on? He started shaking his head. And I was like, can you sign my ball, Mr. Cashman? He signed. He's like, really cool dude. And he was really cool about it. So
yeah, he definitely seems like a really awesome guy. That's an awesome opportunity. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I'm a little jealous, honestly, as a Yankee fan. You gotta be a little jealous of that.
I got you. Gotta go. We gotta go there next time. We gotta go for sure.
Sounds good.
Jets and Giants. You're there this year. Obviously, unfortunately, the teams didn't play that well. But how was your experience?
Nope. So obviously, with the Jets, it's more like we were focused on our at the task at hand. We already kind of knew that the season wasn't going to go very well, at least like the interns and I. So like we knew that they probably weren't going to do that much. So we didn't have our hopes up. But with the Giants, we were hopeful that we were going to do something, and it just ever since that Saints game, it just went downhill from there. So sadly, like couldn't see them at least squeak into the playoffs. I really wanted to see them in there, but new regime in there. I'm excited about that. I'm excited for Joe Shane and Brian Dable. I'm excited for them. Excited to see what they can bring to Big Blue. We'll see. We'll see though with those guys.
I think it's gonna be same Daniel Jones. I don't think they're gonna make them better. That's what I think. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, if he can't do anything underneath Brian Dable, then he's just a lost cause at that point. Because I think Brian Dable's the right guy to bring in to develop him. But I don't know. It's hard as a Giants fan. Kind of getting impatient with everything right now.
And too, I know how it is, man. Like,
oh yeah, it's tough.
They put Glennon in. They had Glennon for 2. I'm like, I gotta put Jake Fromm in. Why are you wasting this guy Glennon for? And Jake Fromm didn't play well. He wet the bed as well. So I was like, very unfortunate.
It was very bad. I mean, we had Glennon who didn't even throw for what? Didn't he have like one game where he only threw for like negative yards? Like he was like the first quarterback in Giants history or something to throw negative yards. It was just not good. It was not good. This is not a good season. We're just gonna forget about it and we're just gonna move on. Actually, a pretty cool thing with the Jets. They do give you like opportunities with the 50-50 team. Every single week, if you were like the number one salesperson, they would actually reward you a signed autograph from whoever you want on the team. The second place, we get like a $50 gift card to like the gift shop and everything. And if you were the number one salesperson for the season, they would fly you and one other person on to the pro and pay for the whole trip. So
awesome.
Fortunate. I was the person that was the number one salesperson. I'm not going to toot my own horn.
Nice.
Really excited to go out there. Never seen Raiders Stadium, so super excited for this weekend, honestly. So
congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah. Figured I'd put that out there, promote the Jets a little bit. Some more interns to come in.
Yeah. You kind of answered my next question, but I was like, you going to meet anybody? Meet any players yet? But I think you're going to meet more players now than you did before, right?
So with the Giants and Jets, I didn't really get to meet anyone. We got on the field, but other than that, like we didn't really get to be one-on-one. The only person I actually got to meet was Todd Frazier with the Miners.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There was this one game where we didn't have a bat boy. So my boss was just like, Ty, are you up for it? I was like, put me in. I'm good. So I was the bat boy. I had to be bat boy for the away team and the Miners. So I was running back and forth. But Todd Frazier always liked having his chair like right at the exit of the dugout, so he could watch the pitcher. And he was like examining the pitcher. He's like, all right, so see how he did like that leg kick. He's going to throw a fastball. He's going to throw a heater. And he did. I looked at him and he was like, I told you, kid, I told you. And cool story. Right before he went up to bat, I was slap a good one for me. And he was like, I got you. And he just ended up hitting a double. But when he came back around, I was like, hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And he's like, anything for you, no problem.
At least you didn't promise him a home run. It's a lot.
Yeah,
of pressure.
yeah. That's a little too much pressure. It's a little too much pressure.
You can't be like Kramer from Seinfeld. He's like, I promised the kid 2 home runs, and Paul Neal's like, it's hard to get 2 home runs.
Yeah.
We saw that episode, but great show.
No, I didn't see it, but I definitely heard of it. I think I might have seen the clip, though. I think I might have seen the clip. It's harder than it looks. I know a lot of people, they see home runs and they're like, oh, okay, well, that's easy. But especially when you're swinging for the fence, I feel like that makes it harder, honestly. What do I know? I'm not a professional, so.
All right. Okay. Now you're congrats on new role, event service specialist for the Devils, another New Jersey team here. I know a lot of people from MLB. So I go to different ballparks. I email them. I say, my name's George. I'm coming out here. That's not good. Now I add one person to the hockey list. Should be number 1 on my hockey list right now. The event specialist.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
For the Devils, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, it's exciting. Honestly, I don't really know much about the NHL. I've always wanted to. This is a great opportunity for me to actually like learn the game a little bit more. I've been watching. I've been doing a little bit of homework. Still, some of the rules aren't clicking yet, but they'll start registering soon. They'll start getting there.
Yeah, but usually like people from the ballparks, they're like, I enjoy that. They usually get on-field experiences or season ticket upgrades or like free stuff. Are you going to do that as well? If like somebody reaches out to you and say, I'm a lifelong hockey fan, I'm coming. This is my 3rd arena I'm going to see the Devils. Are you going to do anything or what's going to happen?
I could talk to some of my bosses. I could try. I don't know if I could do anything. I'll try. I promise my word that I'll try, but I don't know if I can actually pull any strings. But we'll see down the road. We'll see down the road. Maybe once I get that big boy job. Yeah. Once I get that big boy job, then maybe I can make some things happen.
Sounds good. My friend Vincent, he's a season ticket Devils fan. Big Devils fan. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like, you gotta hook me up with something. So he's always trying to trying to ask to hook him up with the upgrades and everything. I'm like, all right, Vincent, take it easy. I'll try my
All right.
best.
Well, once I hear something, I'll look out for you. All right. I'll look out for you.
Sounds good. Let's go to everyone's favorite round, the quick fire round. You ready?
All right. Yeah. Shoot me.
All right. Country or hip hop? What do you like?
Oh, definitely hip hop. No offense to any country fans, but I mean, I'm not a huge country guy. Hip hop was, thing. If you have a problem, just go to my mom. My mom's the one that got me into hip hop. So
My friend Greg's big country fan. He loves country.
Oh yeah?
So I'm gonna get him offended.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, you don't know my name.
Favorite cereal?
Oh, favorite cereal. So I don't really actually eat cereal that much. But if I do, I go with Reese's Puffs because I'm a huge peanut butter guy.
Me too.
Yeah, it's a nice little sweet, I guess, from time to time. Oh yeah, definitely.
Favorite ice cream? What would you put on it?
Favorite ice cream and what I would put on it?
Yeah.
So I actually grew up in Vermont, so I'm a sucker for Ben and Jerry's. So when I'm thinking ice cream, I'm always thinking Ben and Jerry's. So I'd probably go with Cherry Garcia. And obviously, best thing with cherry is that classic chocolate syrup, that you put right on top. Chocolate goes with any fruit. It's just
yeah, for sure.
Just amazing.
I know you're a Jersey guy, so you're from Jersey. Have you been to the Cake Boss?
Oh, no, I have not. I have not.
Gotta check it out, man. Highly recommend it. It's awesome. You're from Jersey. You didn't go to the Cake Boss. What kind of Jersey?
No, not yet. I don't know. Man. I don't know. Check it out, though. I'll check it out, and then I'll let you know. What I think.
Yeah, you definitely gotta check it out for sure. Jersey Shore. You're a Jersey Shore fan or no?
Yeah, actually, even when I was working, when I lived up in Vermont, that's when I started watching it a little bit. I started watching a little bit of the Jersey Shore. My parents would watch it with me, which is always pretty interesting watching with your parents. But yeah, I would watch that with my parents. So yeah.
You have a favorite character on the show?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I just love MVP. I mean, growing up, I really liked Ronnie, but then Ronnie got a little crazy. Just a little too crazy for my taste. So I just started rooting for MVP a little bit. I love those three guys, especially together. They're hilarious.
Did you ever meet them or no?
No, I did watch your last episode. I know that you met someone, right?
Buddy Velasquez I met.
That's awesome.
Book signing in Brooklyn. The Cake Boss was awesome.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe when I go, maybe I'll see him.
Yeah, I'll see him. I gotta spread the word. I gotta tell Buddy that Ty's coming. He'll come
yeah,
through.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Favorite TV show?
Oh goodness, I love so many TV shows. That's so hard.
Yeah. You give me current and all time. Give me current. If you want to do current, and you give me an all time one. If you want.
Okay, I can do that. So all time, probably Drake and Josh.
Just because, let's go.
Nostalgia,
that's my favorite. I always say
nostalgia. So awesome, I just love that show. They have such great chemistry. I miss them. I was so excited when I heard that they were gonna come back, and then they just, I don't know what happened. But hopefully down the line. We'll see them come back. That's my all-time. Right now, I'm really into anime, so I'm really into Demon Slayer currently. Obviously, they just released their second season, so it's getting intense. So it's pretty good. But a good another good show is definitely the Boba Fett series, especially the last episode. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but great episode.
Brother loves that show. He loves it. But Drake and Josh, definitely a good call, man.
Oh yeah.
Nobody says that as their all-time favorite. It's definitely my all-time favorite. My favorite episode is when they go and compete for girls. That's the best one.
Oh my goodness.
What I would do with my brother if we are the same age. It would be awesome.
Have you ever tried that trick that Josh's mom taught him? Ever went up to a girl and be like, "I like your shoes."
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
I do sometimes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So kids out there, it doesn't sometimes doesn't work out. What can I say?
It's a good first move. It's a good first move. It at least gets their attention. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. What's your favorite
But
episode out of Drake and Josh?
ah, um, there's so many good ones. Oh my goodness. I would probably go with the roller coaster one. When because like it opens up, um, and obviously like they're like preparing to go on the roller coaster and they're on the couch. You remember that where they're just like, oh, like that's just so funny. And then when they actually got there and they couldn't get on to the roller coaster, it's just so great. It was so great. Another like great scene was that famous what is it ping pong scene.
Ping pong, yeah.
Oh yeah, that scene was just it was great. It was great. They're just hilarious.
How about favorite movie?
So favorite movie. So all-time favorite would be The Gladiator. That
Nice.
one's my favorite because of my dad hooked me into it when I was younger. It was something that me and him would just sit down and watch all the time. But if I had to say like what's my favorite currently, it'd probably be Infinity War. I'm a huge Marvel fan, and Infinity War is my favorite from those two movies. I know a lot of people agree, and everyone wants Endgame. I just love Infinity War. I just thought it was perfect. I thought it was a great movie, especially how it ended. So yeah.
It's great. Great movie for sure. Favorite athlete of all time?
So, um, as a huge sports fan, I feel like there's so many. Basically, like my dad would yell at me if I didn't at least mention Lawrence Taylor. I'll at least mention him. I mean, he's the greatest defensive player that of all time. No offense to Deion Sanders, but like LT was just the man. He was just the man. But if I had to go with like baseball, actually, my favorite baseball player is Yogi Berra. I thought all of his puns. He's just a hilarious guy. He was such a great catcher too. Such a great captain. Won a lot of rings too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't beat
he
that.
won
11
all those
rings.
rings.
More than Tom
Yeah.
Brady. More than
No one mentions that either. No one mentions that.
I always say that all the time. Yogi Berra has more rings than Tom Brady. So,
Yeah. Everyone forgets about him. I don't know why.
no, Tom Brady just retired. So, what's like
Yes, he did.
one memory, or like if you had to describe him in one word, what would you?
One word for Tom Brady that I would say. I say two words. All I want to say is thank you, honestly, or thanks. I'll just say thanks because he did help us get those two rings. So
Yeah. That's your favorite memory when he lost in the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, especially '07. Especially '07.
Yeah,
I know how much that Super Bowl eats up at him. Didn't he say something that like he give up all of his rings just for that one Super Bowl? He was like, no thanks. I'll just keep the one.
favorite
Yeah.
team if you had to pick one. Is it the Giants?
All-time team, it would have to be the Giants. It would have to be the Giants. They were the ones that made me fall in love with sports. In '07, watching that team. I was 7 years old. So there was like, and I lived in Vermont, so I was in New England territory. I was surrounded by Patriots fans, and you have no idea how many Patriots fans told me, "You guys have no shot." And you're a 7 year old, you're not looking at paper. I didn't even know that they were undefeated. I was just like, "Have you seen us? We just beat up Brett Favre. We're fine. We'll win this game." So I mean, luckily, I actually made a bet with one of the teachers at my elementary school. He bet Patriots won. I'd have to buy him a pint of ice cream at 7 years old. I don't know how that would work. If the Giants won, he had to buy my whole classroom ice cream. So I made everyone in my class Giants fans after '07. So
That's awesome, man. That's definitely a great story.
brag about it a little bit for the Giants fan. You just got to brag about it a little bit.
Gotcha. So Giants, you like Giants, Yankees, Devils. What do you like for basketball? Who's your basketball squad?
So basketball squad's a little different. It's out in the deep end a little bit. So I loved Dwayne Wade. So he got me into Miami Heat, and I've been a Miami Heat fan ever since.
Uh,
Ever since. I would practice the fadeaway shot that he would always do every day on my basketball hoops. So uh, yeah, definitely a Miami Heat fan.
but I thought you were gonna say Nets, man. Another thing that could have gone it all. Nets, they're from New Jersey originally. Come on, Ty.
I mean, the Nets are nice. You know, if the Heat are out, then I'm rooting for the Nets. But I mean, I got to root for Dwayne Wade. I don't know, man. He was just something special. He was just something special.
Sure. Coffee or tea in the morning?
I mean, usually I don't even do either. I usually do like water or something. But if I had to pick, I'd probably do coffee. I mean, caffeine is always nice in the morning. You know, wakes you up, so
Awesome.
it's not that bad. Yeah, yeah.
Right. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is orange. When I was younger, it was blue, but I wanted to be different, and I made it orange. So,
Are you a Syracuse fan too?
no. That's a good question, though. That is a good question, but no.
You follow college or no?
A little bit. My dad's a huge Penn State guy, so I'll watch Penn State. It's one of the reasons why I was so excited when we drafted Saquon Barkley.
Nice.
I watched his season, and I was like, "Ooh, it's gonna be special." Sadly, just can't stay healthy. But
online, if they get a good online, I think they'll be good for sure.
You're telling me they got to make some moves soon.
Yeah, sure. And wrapping up with everyone's favorite question. Are you ready?
Hey.
Who's your celebrity crush?
So my celebrity crush. So I watched a lot of, you know, obviously Nickelodeon a little bit, but my celebrity crush actually was in Disney Channel. My celebrity crush was on Wizard of Waverly Place. It was Selena Gomez. I don't know. I think it was personality in the show. I was just like, oh yeah. If I could date one celebrity, it would be her.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's really cute for sure. Concludes our episode. Do you have any advice for interns? I know I want to be an intern. Your boy applied for the Mets community outreach. So hopefully I get it. You have any advice for people applying for internships with sports, or like anything you want to wrap off with?
So any tips that I would give to any internship or anyone in my field is definitely just don't get discouraged. Definitely don't get discouraged. It takes a while to actually land a gig. It takes so many, you just got to send your resume to everyone. Just send it to everyone. It doesn't matter who they are. If they're in sports, just send it. Like, you know, because the more people that know your name, the better off you're going to be. And once you get that internship, really build those connections. Because I mean, even with my internship with the minors, now we have so many people all over the country, and they're all doing their own thing. So I have my little connections everywhere. And definitely just stay connected with everyone. Stay connected. One of the biggest things that I would say is definitely like at least reach out to everyone on like your contacts list. Like take some time, just create a contact list that you would want for sports management, you know, anyone in sports, and reach out to them like probably like twice a year, I would say, at least like twice a year, and stay fresh. But definitely start with an internship and just work your way up. Just work your way up from there. Sure. I mean, if anyone else wants any more advice, you can always hit me up either on my LinkedIn, obviously at Ty Rasmussen, or you can find me on Instagram at Ty Rasmussen 26. Yeah, so I'm always down to connect with more people.
Awesome. Hey, you answered my next question. I don't know. Yeah, Twitter or just Instagram? Instagram's the way to go for the social media?
Instagram. I mean, I have Twitter activated, but I never use it. Instagram's just a better way to get a hold of me. Yeah. So, yeah.
I thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. And wraps up our episode. I'll see you in a splash.
All right. Thank you, my friend.